KC at Washington. Kansas City Chiefs at Washington football team. Coming into the season, I thought I wouldn't even have to say this, but this one is a toss-up. I don't know who can win this game. Washington has shown that not consistently, but occasionally, they'll come out and put up some points and scare you on offense with Taylor Heineke and the guys, Terry McLaurin getting busy. They'll come out and score some points, but KC being KC, Patrick Mahomes is still leading the NFL in passing touchdowns despite the 2-3 start. 16 touchdowns to 6 picks. I mean, and this Washington defense has not been as good as they were last year, so I just have Kansas City just dotting them up all over the field. I just think Kansas City just says enough is enough this week. I just think they just say, okay, and they get this win, they build off this. I think Pat Mahomes might go for like 5 touchdowns. Like, he might score all the touchdowns. I'm just telling you my score right now is 35-17. Not 35-17. I'm sorry. 35-27 Chiefs off the rip. I have Patrick Mahomes accounting for all 5 of those touchdowns. All 5 touchdowns with the 35 points. I think he gets Darrell Williams involved. I think he might score off a screen. Travis Kelce is of course going to get involved every single last time he plays with Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill, I think he gets. I just think this whole offense gets involved, especially Josh Gordon. I really expect him to really get involved this week against not so good Washington defense. I mean, it hasn't been that good, Washington. I mean, you haven't really showed me like why. Y'all was talked about as one of the top 3, top 4 offenses, top 5 defenses in the league. I mean, that D line, that front 7, crazy. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Matthew Ioannidis. I hope I said your name right, Brody. But other than that, you haven't really showed me nothing this season, though. So I'm gonna have to see this game if y'all can stop Patrick Mahomes. I mean, yeah, if y'all can stop Patrick Mahomes, then I'll start to give y'all defense a little bit more credit. But it starts here with Patrick Mahomes at KC in Washington when KC, travels to you guys here on Sunday. I think that's also a 12 p.m. game, so stay tuned for that one. Then we got Green Bay and Chicago. History. That's all I got to say about this one. I mean, to Packers fans and the Bears fan, a rivalry, the Packers might say it's lopsided because they got the bows, stuff like that. But either way you look at it, it's a rivalry. So this is going to be. I wish I could say high scoring because I really want Justin Fields to be that guy, but he's just not him right now. That's not him right now. I think he's not gonna have to. He's gonna struggle to keep up with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Like just to ever do it at the quarterback position, and Justin Fields, he has just shown me that he's passing for under 100 yards a game right now, and that simply just can't compete with Aaron Rodgers at this pace. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is throwing for 300 plus yards plus 4 TDs almost every other game. So I just think the Packers continue to roll against the Bears this weekend, kind of just roll over them. I mean, I think the defense of the Packers might show some weakness since they have all the injuries, especially to Jair Alexander, to Darius Smith, but I think this one will end up being 30-20. I think the Bears can get the run game going, but saying that the Bears could win this game or pass against this Packers defense, I just don't see that right now with the efforts I've seen for Justin Fields. I mean, Justin Fields did throw a beautiful pass in the back of the end zone last week against the Las Vegas Raiders towards the goal line. I mean, but other than that, I haven't really seen much. But against the Lions, he made some good passes too. But other than that, I really haven't seen much from him. And maybe he can, get it going against the Packers, defense that's injured right now. So we'll see though. But I have the Packers rolling in this one. 30-20. 30-20 Green Bay. Moving on to the next one. Cincinnati versus Detroit, man. Do y'all think Burrow do y'all really think Burrow will be able to, you know, communicate in this game? I mean, his throat isn't 100% right now. They saying he shouldn't really be talking right now. He's not talking as much right now. So will he really be ready for Sunday? Because you're gonna have to yell in the stadium. So get your get your players across, get your sets right. So it's gonna be kind of tough for Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to really get something going on offense if he can't talk. So just look for that. So maybe they'll compensate for it with doing signs on the sideline or something like they do in college. But I don't think that's going to happen in the NFL. So I just hope he's able to communicate on Sunday to to get this offense going, because this is one of the most fun offenses in the NFL to watch to me when they're really going, with Jamar Chase getting going, Tyler Boyd getting going, T Higgins getting going, CJ Uzomah, Joe Mixon, some RJP run. I just really like this offense a lot. So it's a young offense, and it just feels good to watch them. I don't know. I thought they really does either team deserved to win last week, but I wanted Cincinnati to beat the Green Bay Packers because I did pick Cincinnati to win that game, but it was just Cincinnati looked good against a team that people proclaim to be a perennial playoff team with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they've been 13-3 the past 2 years with under Matt LaFleur. They've been to the NFC Championship the past 2 years, so that would have been a big win for Cincinnati, coming from a team that has been on the down the past 3 or 4 years. So that would have been a big win in Cincinnati. So I really wanted them to get that win, but it just didn't happen that way. And Green Bay came out with the dub. So, but speaking of the Lions though, the Lions are missing, Cephas right now. He's on IR, and Jared Goff, he loves Cephas. So I just want to see how Jared Goff fares. Passing to his other targets. I want to see if TJ Hawkinson gets more involved than he already does now. So we'll see how that goes. But with this one, I have Cincinnati winning at Detroit 28-23. I think Joe Burrow will be okay on Sunday to go. And I have Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals coming out on top. So moving on to the next one. Another game of the week watch. This one might deserve a Go Daytona. Anyway. Arizona at Cleveland. This one, like I said, might be a game of the week watch. Max Williams is on IR. The tight end for the Arizona Cardinals is on IR right now. So keep a lookout for what happens at tight end. Headphone keeps falling out. But also, can Cleveland really bounce back after that high scoring affair they had last week? Because the Cardinals, they might put up some points, G. I mean, so can y'all really, bring that back out? Like, bring out another 40, bring out another 30, something like that? I believe they can. I believe this running game will get going. I believe they can run against the Arizona Cardinals. The way Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt's running right now, that duo's scary. We haven't seen a duo like this in a minute. I mean, this duo, I haven't seen this duo talented as a duo. I can't remember the last duo I've seen like this. Like, I'm really stuck trying to think about it. Because Hunt was at the top of his game when he was in Kansas City just, 3 or 4 years ago now. And then, the situation happened. And now he came back and he hasn't missed a beat. And he's still doing his thing, especially with Chubb at the top of his game. Chubb's one of the best running backs in the league. And Hunt himself is one of the best running backs in the league. So I just think the Arizona Cardinals won't be able to stop those two. But will Baker be able to get, Odell involved? Will he still get Njoku involved? Will he get Higgins involved? So, and then on the other side of things, the Arizona Cardinals, you still have they're going to get Hopkins involved. I think Hopkins is going to have a big game. I also think, who else Rondale Moore will probably have a big game because he receives passes out the backfield. He takes handoffs. I mean, he does everything. So I just think this is going to be another high scoring affair for the Cleveland Browns back to back weeks. So but I honestly I think they can. I think they can weather the storm. I think the Cleveland Browns will come out on top on this one. I think Baker Mayfield will get them the win against his former team, his teammate at OU. So them two will probably have some words after the game on some funny type I beat you type vibes. But yeah, I have Baker Mayfield winning this one. Heisman to Heisman, OU to OU. Baker Mayfield gets this W for Cleveland. Moving on to the next one, man. Dallas at New England. Bill Belichick got something for Dallas, man. Hey, he got something for y'all, man. Y'all Cowboys fans that be on y'all high horse right now. The best thing Bill Belichick does is take away what you do best. So that Dawson Schultz out. Cooper out. CeeDee Lamb out. Hey, Zeke gonna have to do his thing. This gonna be the Zeke game for y'all. I'm confident in Zeke to do his thing. I think Pollard can also do his thing in this game, but I just don't think the passing attack that y'all got going on right now, it ain't sliding against Bill Belichick. I don't see that sliding against Bill Belichick. But y'all gonna run that ball though. If y'all can run the ball against Bill Belichick, y'all gonna get the win. And I believe the Dallas Cowboys can run the ball against this New England defense. Because the New England defense has not been good against the run like that this year. But the passing, they've been stout. So yeah, I think Zeke. This is going to be the Zeke game. Like I'm labeling this the Zeke game. But well, Mac Jones. I don't know what Mac Jones is going to do against his defense. I don't know if he's going to be able to pass against Trayvon Diggs and that Cowboys defense. I mean, they firing on all cylinders right now. You pass this way, it's going to the crib. So hey, it's going to the crib right now. And then Michael Parsons, he's showing off this season. I mean that. Cowboys look good right now. Hate them or love them, they look good. So, hey, I'm gonna roll with Dallas in this one. I'm going Dallas 20. They're just getting 20 this game due to the passing attack not being there. They're just getting 20. 20-14. Dallas on top at New England. Moving on to the next one, man. Las Vegas versus the Denver Broncos. Like I was speaking about in the intro of the video. The Vegas Raiders, man, it's been a tough week for them. They just lost their head coach, John Gruden, and after the emails he sent out to over several years ago, and over a span of several years, he sent a bunch of not so good emails. So I just want to see how Vegas. I'm not gonna deep dive into that situation as of right now. While I do my predictions, I'll get into that in the next video, but yeah, like I said, it's been I don't know, but I can imagine that it's been tough for the Raiders locker room, due to the news. But if they can respond with a W this week, that just shows the heart of the Raiders, and that would be a huge monumental, type win, type victory, especially against a division rival in the Denver Broncos at Denver. So we'll see how this one goes. But honestly, I just think they'll just have a good game with Denver this week. But I don't think they'll come out on top with the victory. I think Denver. I think they'll bounce back from the Pittsburgh defeat, and over the past two defeats that they lost to two AFC North teams in the last 2 weeks, and the Steelers and the Ravens. And I think the Broncos finally bounce back. I think Teddy Bridgewater gets his guys rolling. I think the Denver defense gets rolling and causes pressure on Derek Carr. So I think Denver ends their losing streak this week and comes out on top 28-20. Moving on to the next one, man. Seattle at Pittsburgh. The Sunday night game, man. The Sunday night capper. Yeah, I'm going with Pittsburgh in this game. I think Pittsburgh did something. I think they found something last week against this Denver Broncos defense, and that's just not an easy defense to do something against. So that was a good win for Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But yeah, like I said, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Juju is on IR though. Watch out for that. But like I said, I believe in Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool. Still keep things rolling. And Najee Harris, I think he's gonna get things rolling against the Seattle defense because I don't think Seattle's defense has been where you been at since Legion of Boom, man. I mean, Jamal Adams he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but coming from a division rival fan, I'm a Rams fan, so I don't really see nothing too crazy. But no, to be honest though, other than that, I mean, this all around, this Seattle D has not been good over the past 4 to 6 years. I mean, it just hasn't been a good 6 years for Seattle's defense, and I don't see it improving this week against Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh. And I don't think Geno Smith will be able to, duel with Ben Roethlisberger against, especially T.J. Watt coming straight at you. T.J. Watt might also break out this game. I think T.J. Watt might get 3+ sacks this game, especially against that Seattle O-line, that Seattle no Russell Wilson. Yeah, he's gonna be running for his life in there, but I don't think there's no running away from T.J. Watt. So yeah, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this one, man, 27-17. Moving on to the next one, the Monday night game. Buffalo at Tennessee, y'all. Buffalo at Tennessee. You know what's funny? I mean, my previous Super Bowl pick coming into the year, in my mind, was the Rams versus the Tennessee Titans. I don't know why I felt that type vibe coming into the year, but I felt that type vibe. But now I'm off the bandwagon of the Tennessee Titans. I mean, it's a 17-game season. It's a long season. Don't get me wrong. But from what I've seen from that O-line, Tannehill has been sacked 3+ times, 4 times every game they've played. The O-line didn't look good against the Jets. I mean, the O-line has just not looked good. And the way this Buffalo defense is playing right now, what they showed me last week against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, oh, this defense for real. This defense is for real. The best defense in the league by far right now. By far. So Henry, I don't think he'll be stopped. That's the question. Will Henry be stopped? No, he will not be stopped. Don't get me wrong. No one's stopping that man right now. He's the best running back of this generation. I'm saying it right now. He's going to be one of those running backs that we look at in time. Oh, Barry Sanders. Oh, yeah, we had Derrick Henry. Adrian Peterson. Oh, yeah, we had Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? He's like that. So, and the stats show for it. I mean, it's no arguing. I mean, he's one of the greatest to do it already right now. So, yeah, I just think the Buffalo defense is too good right now, especially if Tennessee tries to get the passing game going. But maybe I can be wrong, and maybe Tennessee actually shows up this week. So, but yeah, man, I got Buffalo winning this one 37-23. Not to mention Buffalo's offense, Josh Allen. What I seen last week, G. Football has been fun this year. That's all I got to say. I mean, last week Josh Allen did his thing. He hurdled the dude. I mean, to see Josh Allen hurdle a dude. Like, come on, Zay. Like, stop. Why do I rush my words, man? Like, why do I rush my words? I'm working on that as we speak, man. I'm working on that. But other than that, he hurdled somebody. So, Josh Allen, he's looking like the man right now. So, hey, I got Buffalo winning this one, man. Stephon Diggs is going to get off. Emmanuel Sanders, he's going to get off. Dawson Knox, man, you look good, man. You might get off, too. Hey, Dawson Knox might get off this game, too. So, yeah, man, I have Buffalo rolling, man. And that's going to conclude my NFL Week 6 predictions, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to 3A Radio. This is Isaiah Hooks, also known as 3A Zay, signing out.